Welcome to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Here's a quick update on the rabbits. I came home last night about midnight after doing a rescue run to take a spare tire up to my son about 75 miles up the road. And the farmer's outlet, the temperature had gotten low enough that the farmer's outlet activated and turned the light on under the baby rabbits. And so I went ahead and checked them this afternoon. It's noon right now the following day. So it's 12 hours later, and it appears all the baby rabbits are alive, all 9 of them. So my light worked out fabulous. It got down to 21 degrees last night, everything frosted up, and it just needed a heated surface on the bottom so they can keep the, stay warm and not be in contact with that cold bottom and freeze to death. So I think that would be a nice tip for you rabbit racers, to just put a light under it, because heat naturally rises. And if it's in an open area, one of my subscribers' mother, many horses, back in the northeast section of the company, noticed she noted she lived in an area where there's a lot of winds and stuff, and with the freezing and the winds, she feared that it would render the light not effective. So I live in a sheltered area. We live in a little valley. I live tucked against a mountain, and it protects us from the direction from where the wind comes from. So most of the wind just goes right over the top of us, and we don't get hit by it at all. Unfortunately, my windmill doesn't get the maximum amount of wind that it needs to generate power, but it worked great over at Acorn Acres when I had it set up there. So I might have to in the future rethink that windmill. But anyway, it's a yard art at least. But the baby rabbits, they're surviving. So I've got to give them some water. Mama rabbit is completely out of water. And it's really muddy up here. I have to, I have to really do something this year about the mud. I do want to build a rabbit enclosure. I'm looking on YouTube to see a compilation of a lot of different ideas that you folks out there who are raising rabbits are doing, and the professionals, and seeing what kind of cages I want to construct and what kind of facility I want to house them in, and make it as easy as possible, so it's something I can tend to through my retirement when I'm old and feeble and still able to do things even if I have a walker. So that's, like I've been saying, that's one of the primary goals here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm, is preparing for retirement and trying to mitigate as much out-of-pocket expense as I can by raising all my own meat, my own food, because I don't know what grocery prices are going to be like in the future. I don't even know if Social Security is going to be available in the future. And I don't even know if the stock market's going to be viable with my stock investments. I might end up losing all my money. So I'm not counting on money to survive. Another thing I am doing is, you'll see the evidence of it in my other videos, is I'm working diligently on identifying what grows naturally in my environment here in the Cascades of the Pacific Northwest that I can glean from and eat naturally, and just save the seeds for the following year of the plants I do have. And hopefully we can get into a seed share program and share seeds of plants that we like to eat. I know I don't want to waste my time on growing plants I just don't have a stomach for, so I'm sure you guys are the same way. So let's go in and take care of the rabbits in the barn. Need it. Here's my scoop. Okay, let's get these rabbits watered. Another one of my subscribers, Steve Davis over at Off Grid Homestead, mentioned that he wanted to start some rabbits here pretty soon. And Steve, you know what I'm going to do is go ahead and offer you, since you live in the same neck of the woods as I do, I'm going to go ahead and set you up with a bucket, a couple of dough, and a cage if you need it, gratis. Just to help a neighbor homesteader. That's what neighbors are for. So, and then, whoops, I dropped it. So he's starting out, he's trying to get his chicken coop finished off and get started in chickens. Somebody's giving him a bunch of chickens, which is great. I love free. And it's refreshing to see another homesteader being able to participate in free programs with, especially neighbor helping neighbor, because there may be someday down the road that I might need a favor, you know, something simple like a little welding job or something that I don't know how to weld, and I know Steve knows how to weld, and he has a deep knowledge in electrical. I think he said he was an electrical engineer or something like that. So I do have to finish putting together my photovoltaic system. I mean, getting it operational. It is not operational yet. It's up. And so it is going to be a chore researching what else I need to research to get it set up for this house. Now, when I had it set up over at Acorn Acres, it was running a 40-foot fifth wheel, which is mostly a 12-volt system. You know, the septic was all drain filled, so I mean percolating gravity drain. This septic here is a pump, so I have to make sure I have enough power to run my well and my pump on my septic, and what little electricity I have on the house, because we went ahead and redid everything on the power. Where'd my... Uh-oh. Where'd my clip go? Here it is. Redo everything on the... oh, what was I saying? So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, come on guys, these wells need to be sanitized and bleached, and I need to clean out some rabbit turds and get in the garden and get the garden ready for planting. Here you go. I have 7 rabbits in here, and I'll be happy to give 3 of them away to Steve, get him set up, and then probably sell the rest on Craigslist, because I only want to keep 1 buck and 1 doe to keep my little flock going, because my feed bill was just too high this winter. And I just wasn't thinking ahead, thinking I should depopulate my rabbits and go down to bare bones through the winter so I don't have a big feed bill. Well, I didn't do that. Of course, I'm pretty much a novice in raising rabbits. I'm just learning. Before, I was just just a casual rabbit pet owner. And I just breed them once in a while and sell them on Craigslist, but now I'm getting into more serious rabbit breeding. Let's see, Tracy Good, another one of my subscribers, inquired if I was gonna raise my rabbits for meat. Well, I'm raising rabbits, but I haven't raised them for meat yet. I have never butchered a rabbit. I have never eaten rabbit. I am an omnivore, and I will try rabbit, and I will try butchering. I butchered ducks before, but I've never eaten them. I gave my ducks away to my kids for their table, and then I butchered chickens before, but I've never butchered rabbit. I've never been hunting before. I've never butchered deer, so I'm going to have a buddy come over and help me, teach me how to do that. So this is life on a homestead. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I want to thank you guys for joining me on my morning chores here at the hobby farm and looking in on my rabbits and joining me in this conversation. And I hope to see you soon on another video. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave comments. I look forward to your comments. And look forward to a contest that's coming up. I'm doing something a little differently as far as a prize that I'm giving away. And I'm sure you guys will probably like this. So stay tuned, look for the details of that video, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.